let's talk about house size.
Today I'd like to talk a little bit about how house design is changing, particularly how size is changing. We had a couple in to us recently talking about building their new home, and they were looking for a house in the country at 3,500 square feet for a good size 4-bed. Now in the past, a big house, anything over 3,000 square feet was seen like as a badge of honor, or almost a status symbol. And a house, if you weren't building over 3,000 square feet for a house in the country on your own plot, then you were building a house too small, or maybe you couldn't afford it or whatever. But things have changed very much nowadays. In the past, houses were designed by engineers, houses were designed by draftsmen. They were a very simple shape, they were a big square or a big rectangle. They were designed from the outside in. Nowadays, a lot of people are tending to get houses designed by an architect. This does make a big difference to house design, and particularly the size of a house. But the difference between an architect designed house and an engineer designed house is architects tend to be much more space efficient and space conscious. Like engineer designed houses at 3,000 square foot or beyond could have a very big hallway, a very big landing space on the first floor. I mean, these spaces aren't usable. These are circulation spaces. So most people don't value investing huge amounts of money in creating these spaces. The days of grandeur being valued in houses is behind us. Most people value good quality living space, good quality light and good quality flow, much more than grandeur as you approach your house, or grandeur in a hallway or landing upstairs. So architects design much more space efficient houses. They like to have an open plan space, they like to have a second living room, and generally speaking, all bedrooms should be capable of fitting a double bed. So a double bed, lockers, homework desk and wardrobe space. Whereas an engineer would have plenty of space in a hallway, there might be space wasted elsewhere. There might be one bedroom that's too small, there might be the famous Irish box bedroom that we all remember growing up. In many cases now, with an architect designed home, it's a much better home, but it's a much smaller home. So it could be a 2,000 square foot up to maybe 2,400, maybe 2,500 square foot for a 4-bedroom. But I say the 4 bedrooms will be double bedrooms. An ensuite should have a master and a walk-in wardrobe area as a given, an upstairs WC or family bathroom. And downstairs then you have your open plan living space, and you have a second living room for evening use. Obviously a downstairs very well sized utility room is a key requirement, and a downstairs WC is required for wheelchair access and wheelchair regulations, Part M compliance. That's the main emphasis of the different rooms you need for a house. But as I say, nowadays they can be much smaller, much more space efficient. You don't waste all the room in the circulation spaces of the hallway and the landing upstairs. These rooms have to be adequately sized, but that's all they need to be. It's much better investment, generally speaking, to invest in a good quality, space efficient house that gets all the right daylight, morning, afternoon and evening light, and good quality livable space with light and flow and connection to the garden, which will promote your family lifestyle at home.
I hope you're enjoying these info vlogs. If you'd like to hear from us again, please subscribe to our channel, and we'll have another info vlog ready for you very soon.